something. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men. That fool was something. 10 men, 20 men, 30 men. Yeah, drink 'em up. Yeah.
You know what it is, man. DJ THORO, a.k.a. THOROZANO, Bricks to the Streets. Right now, you watching the hottest in the streets. Right here on thisis50.com. We live from One World Studios. Shout out my man, Boy Wonder. You know how we do. I got a special guest in the building, man. I got a special, talented, serious, focused guest in the building. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I go by the name, the ATG.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let everybody know where you're from.
So, I came here from Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan. So let's get right to it, man. You're in the city, right? What are we promoting? What do we have out? What are we doing? What's going on musically?
Yeah, so I just put out my first single as an artist. It's called Outside.
Outside.
It's on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere.
Okay.
Music videos out too on YouTube.
Right. Okay, let's give us a history about the that title. Like, why did you go with that title?
Yeah, so obviously, I'm literally outside now.
You
So
could be.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I'm outside, bitch. I'm out. You know, that's not how I go. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
So I'm on the outside looking in. That's
Okay.
like, but what does that really mean? It means, to me, being on the inside is following the rules people put on you.
Right.
So you got to ask yourself the question: do I want to follow the rules, or do I want to break the rules? Do I want to break the mold? Do I want to go sometimes? And going to the outside, it can be painful, but
Right.
I feel like it's, if you want to become your own person, you got to go to the outside.
You got to go to the outside.
Yeah.
So you got to break the rules. You got to shake things up. You got to ruffle some feathers.
Exactly.
You got to get in there with some guts and glory.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
That's what we got to do. I should be like a motivational speaker, right?
Hey, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
That's the point of outside.
You should hire me as your motivational speaker. You know,
Yeah.
whenever you're down, be like, "Come on, get up, let's go." You know, that gets you going, right? All right, I'm hired. There it is. Going back in your household, I'm always curious to know this. Like, what type of music was being played in your household? Like, what was Pops playing in the house? Do you remember?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Pops doesn't listen.
He wasn't listening to music. There was no music in the house.
Yeah, not really.
Nothing. Not a TV commercial.
No, Pops.
Nothing?
Pops like turned the radio off.
So, oh, dang. Oh, he threw Pops under the bus, huh? Pops! You told him to turn the radio off?
I mean, yeah, this wasn't his cup of tea.
He wasn't his cup of tea?
Yeah.
Well, listen.
But, my mom actually put me on the hip-hop. As funny as it sounds.
Oh, your mom? Okay,
Yeah,
shout out to
that's
Mom Dukes. All right, so how did that happen?
I kept hearing his name Eminem. Like, who's Eminem?
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
Mom got the flavor. It's Mom's with the flavor. Okay, hey, I'm not mad.
And then Mom played Lose Yourself by Eminem. I'm like, okay.
Oh.
That's all it took.
And you was hooked. You was hooked.
Yeah, because, at the time it was Lil Jon. No, I love Lil Jon now, but when
Right.
it was
Now.
him and Britney Spears, I'm like, oh, man, I just don't relate to it.
Right, I can feel you. Now, when you were listening to Eminem, was your mom's cooking spaghetti?
Maybe.
Maybe
Maybe,
you get
yeah.
well, you get that right.
Yeah.
Mom's
Mom
spaghetti.
spaghetti.
I'm a comedian sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes, not all the time. But yo, I can see that scene now. Your mom's cooking spaghetti. She played Lose Yourself, and you just rose up like King Tut, and you just, and your pops was like, turn that shit off, right? And it just ended your whole career right there, right?
Yeah, that's kind of how it's.
So it's ironic that your pops tell you to turn the music off, but he's here supporting the music. You see how people, they call it the Vapors. So there's a song called The Vapors Biz Markie had, and it kind of goes like, when you're trying to accomplish something, people can't foresee it, so they don't support you. Not saying your pops didn't support you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, there are records like that speak about how people didn't support them, and then once they get here, they want to support. Clearly, that's not your pops because he's here supporting you, and he's your pops. But do you get that now? Like when people look at the success you're having, and maybe they wasn't supporting you before, and now they want to try to support.
Oh yeah, all the time.
All the time. I'm gonna jump out on a limb and say a lot of women do that.
I don't know about that.
No, okay, no.
I'm mostly around a bunch of guys.
Bunch of guys. Okay, well, definitely guys. Because you got leeches. We got parasites. We got all types of people.
Well, you know what's funny? That's my next song.
I'm psychic. You know what I mean? So we got to split the publishing, bro, because that was my idea. We got to split it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that. I'm psychic, right? So the song is called Leeches or Parasites?
No, first one, Leeches.
Leeches.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm too good. I'm ahead of my time, brother. I'm ahead of my time.
Yeah, that's crazy again because I have a song like that too.
All right, what's the lottery numbers? Fuck this shit. Fuck this interview. We're going to play the lottery. Fuck this. We're going to play the Powerball. All right, I need the Powerball numbers. Give me a Powerball number right now. Just pick any number.
I don't know.
Just pick a random number.
597.
Okay, I'm gonna take 5 and 97. There it is. All right, if I get rich, if I get the 100 million, we're gonna split it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna split it. Right down the middle. 90-10. Okay. Right down the middle. I'm messing with you, man. But anyway, man, listen, man. Let's move forward. Like, what do you see yourself 5 years from now? Where would you like to be musically?
I mean, I see myself as a brand.
Okay.
Like, when you hear the name ATG, I'm more than that. Like, as soon as you hear my name, I want you to know.
You mean
Like, when you play my music, you're going to go to a different world. Like,
right.
My first project is kind of based around medieval times, so I just want people to know that whatever I do, you can always count on me to make you a product that when you play it, you're not going to be in this world, you're going to be in a different world.
Different world. Yeah, now I was speaking to your pops when we were speaking yesterday, and I love that whole medieval theme you're rocking with, and you should bring that to fruition visually, like go to Rome, Italy, in the Colosseum where with the medieval times when it was the fucking gladiators and all that shit, when they was killing lions and they would literally throw people in a pit and they had to wrestle lions to survive, and that's like medieval times. Like you should depict some type of imagery like that, maybe you're rhyming and the fucking lion is trying to bite you and you rhyming him off or some shit. I don't know, just thinking out loud, but just to creatively, man, you could do a lot with that title.
Yeah, so that's what I did in my first music video. We're outside.
Okay.
So I was in knight armor and I was outside.
This guy, like, listen, I told you we was brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I told you we was related. See, look at that. We think alike. He got the same title as me. We got the same album title. We're gonna split our publishing 50-50. I mean, come on, what else? Hey, I'm set. This one interview, we set. You know what I mean? We're gonna retire for the rest of our life. We got nothing else to do but chill and count money, baby. That's all we doing. You know what I mean? But no, that's dope. That's dope. Now, is there anybody that you would like to work with? Because obviously, everyone has obviously been inspired by somebody. You was inspired by Eminem, and I'm sure other artists as well. If you could do a dream collaboration with one artist from any era, they could be dead or alive, who would you do a song with?
Oh man, it's tough.
One artist, any era, any genre of music. Who is ATG gonna do a song with? Mozart. Whoo! I like this guy. He's different. That's the first time I heard that up here. Wow. You heard that, Monday? Mozart. I had never heard that. Wow. Why Mozart?
Because, I study him like when I make my music. So to work with the master, the man I learned from would be amazing.
Right.
So, and also I figure it's like, I could have said Michael Jackson, but everyone says that.
Well, yeah, they do. Yeah, they say that. They say Michael Jackson, Prince. I had a white boy come in here one day. He said Elvis. I told him to get the hell out of here. But that's just me. But anyway, Elvis was a thief, man. But anyway, and that's a fact. Ask Ray Charles if you don't believe me. I'll leave that for another story. But anyway, everybody has their own, they're entitled to who they want to work with. But shout out to Elvis too. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Mozart is dope. Mozart is definitely dope. Now, do you play any instruments?
I mean, I think my main instrument is my brain, but I can barely play the keyboard. But I don't need to know how to play an instrument. I know how to write music.
Right.
Actually, when I was in elementary school, I mean, they can't fail you, but I practically failed band class.
Right.
Because what I did is I didn't want to play. Because when someone tells me to do something, I don't do it. So the teacher said, "Oh yeah, you got to play this," and I'm not going to do it. So I just looked at the kid next to me and I'm just going to pretend like I'm playing, and I just moved my hands around.
Right.
He said, "Yeah, look, I know what you're doing. Guess what? You don't need to go to class. You can just watch TV." So I took him up on his offer.
Right.
So I just watched TV. I didn't go to band class. But
Okay.
At some point, when I wanted to do it, I learned how to write music.
You learn how to write music. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's dope.
Because you got YouTube, you got there's Google Academy nowadays, so you can learn anything.
Yeah, you can
want.
learn anything. Now, and speaking of music, do you produce your own music at this point, right?
Yeah.
Or your beats? Do
Yeah.
you receive at this point? Are you looking to receive any outside producers or any beats, or you just strictly want to do your own beats? Which is nothing wrong with that.
No, I'll take it if they can beat me.
Okay.
If they can beat me, I'll take it, but they had to beat me.
They gotta beat you. And what's your tool of choice? What do you make beats with?
So I use FL Studio.
FL Studios.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought an FPC because I'm like, oh, Dr. Dre uses the FPC.
He said Dr. Dre uses it, so let me try to. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I sold it.
And then you sold it. Now you gotta use what works for you.
Yeah,
You
because
know
I
what
was
I mean?
just quicker on FL. I was using that, so
Yeah.
I can do it in 5 seconds.
Right.
I can make a drum pair in 5 seconds.
Yeah, my man Wonder, he uses Ableton, and he's he got the MPC, but he never uses it. And I've been trying to I need to learn it. It's just hard to make my with the MPC, I have to physically. It's hard for me to do a drum beat with a mouse with the keypad. You know what I mean? It's something about the doing that. I gotta it's almost like playing the drums on a keyboard instead of having 2 sticks. You know what I mean? So somebody would be F is the right hand, W is the left hand, and then you gotta play. It's hard for me to comprehend that. I gotta physically play the drums. You know what I mean? Or even riding a bike. It's like riding a bike on a computer. But to stay up, I gotta physically ride the bike. So that's the mental problem I have with software versus hardware. It's hard for me to get my brain to realize what's going on or whatever. But is there anything are you looking to produce for anybody?
Anyone who wants it. I'm always looking to produce for someone, but it has to be done the right way.
Right. All right. Now, I'm not sure how long have you been doing music?
It's only 12 years.
12 years? What's something about this industry or any adversity you may have faced that you hate?
Yeah, so this is the biggest obstacle to anybody who's going to enter the music industry. Everyone's going to give you a pipe dream, and they're going to make you feel like you depend on someone else, but guess what? The only one who can make it is you. You're the only one. So the biggest advice I can give anyone is don't believe the lies.
Don't believe
Just believe in yourself.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and just keep working at it.
Keep working until it works. That's what I always say. Keep working until it works. That actually means don't quit. If you keep working until it's just another way of saying don't quit. You know what I mean? In case y'all didn't know that. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. So if anybody choose to follow you, get in contact with you, want to work with you, what have you, how can they do that? How can they get in contact with you?
The best way is Instagram at
Okay.
1ATG. That's my handle.
Right. Now, how did you get that name, ATG? What does that stand for?
I have a boring reason, but I'm going to tell you the exciting reason.
Okay.
So a lot of people, when they ask me that question, oh yeah, it must mean the all-time greatest. And
I like that.
even if I'm not the all-time greatest now, it's what I aspire to be. So
All-time great.
Yeah.
Oh! That's dope. Can I get a hand clap for that, people? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Yo, that's dope, yo. All-time great. I like where your self-esteem is, man. I love it, man. All-time great. That's dope. That's dope. You can license that. That's merchandise, ATG. Come on, man. This big business right there. That whole logo. And I thought of that. So therefore, you owe me 90% of the publishing. Damn. Not messing with you. So listen, before we get out of here, is there anything else you want to speak on, talk about, chop it up about that we didn't touch on?
yeah, all I can say is outside is an appetizer for something bigger.
So we have a project coming. That's like the alley-oop for you to say that, by the way. What's the name of the project?
Simple name. It's the Outsider EP.
Outside the EP. All right. I like Simplicity Sells, man. Simplicity Sells.
The best part about the EP is the EP is an appetizer for something even bigger. So that's what I'm doing,
Right. And when can we expect that?
Say 30 to 60 days.
30 to 60 days? Okay. And you're completely independent, or do you have a label, distribution? What's going on?
I'm a free man.
Free man. Self-contained. His own entity. All right? He puts his money where his mouth is. I love that, man. You know what I mean? He supports himself. Support who support you. All right? So before we get out of here, once again, let everybody know the name.
You can call me the ATG if you want.
All-time great. Fuck that. The all-time great. Come on, man. fuck that shit. I'm fucking with you. ATG, man. That's dope. I like that. Come on, you got a all-time great. You know what I mean? I like that. All-time great. DJ THORO. You know what it is. This50.com. And check this out. When you see us, right? When you see us, one knee us. That means get on one knee, kiss the ring, and pay respect. We out.
10 men, 20 men, 30 men, I'm on something.